All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is. I always forget what time it is. Saturday, September 16th, 8:25 a.m. Now, I'm pretty sure most people are aware of the purpose of nanotechnology in the medical sense. If you've been paying attention to the news, one thing that they've often been saying is, "Oh, with nanotech, you could basically once you get it into the system of a person who probably, let's say, needs medication or something like that, what can be done is basically the nanotech would have, or the nanorobots would have the medication like inside of it, right? Think of it like a pill, but that runs on electricity, and you can control whether it releases medication or not. So this is what we're talking about, right? As I'm riding my bike right now, there's a frequency that's going. There's like a frequency that's like going through the right side of my forehead, and then I feel it kind of like penetrate through the brain, and then it almost feel like it kind of like it ends or it meets at some particular point that's like right. It's like, I don't know. It feels like it's on the not the roof of my mouth, but like under the skin of, like, above the roof of my mouth. It almost feels like someone is taking like some type of like rod or some type of stick or something, and the stick is like it's like it basically goes through every other matter and material in my head. Like, it goes through the skin, it goes through the skull, it goes through the brain, and then there's this strange pressure right on the top part of the roof of my mouth, but it's not in the mouth, it's above, like. And then when I force exhale, so like force exhale is like, when I do that, first thing I feel is like popping sounds inside of my cranium. Actually, no, it feels like it's more inside the brain, these popping sounds. It's like I'm popping air bubbles or gas bubbles or something, right? So, as I'm like working and I'm riding, right? I was at this last particular stop, and I felt the pressure build up even more inside the brain. It's like, let me see. It's like there's pressure here, and then it kind of goes down. Like, it goes in, and then it goes down, and then it's pressing down on the top of my mouth. Not in the mouth, but it's like inside, but pressing down. I don't know, it's almost kind of like it loops down. Then all of a sudden I hear them saying, "Oh, Chris, oh, he don't realize he got a, what they were saying? They said, "Oh, Chris, he don't realize he got a bacterial infection." And then I'm thinking to myself, of course, I don't know what's actually happened because I can't see what they're seeing. My eyes are augmented, so I can't see the digital data or information that they're seeing. Everyone who's augmented, they can probably see what's happening, but I can't. And then I'm thinking to myself, like, well, let me really think about it. If they can use nanorobots to basically release medicine into the bodies of people who need medication and stuff like that, and they're saying, oh, this is going to be the most effective way to really transfer, medication for a patient. It's gonna get right into the body. It's gonna go through the blood-brain barriers, and it's gonna be able to deliver. It's gonna be able to deliver. Now, oh look, they're messing with the battery of the bike now. So it's like the bike is like jerking, and I'm not even going that fast. They're draining the battery from the bike so that it like slows down. But anyway, so I'm thinking to myself, let me think about it from a different perspective, right? Let's say you spray some type of chemical agent in the air, right? And this chemical agent also can be extremely harmful to basically any living thing, right? Then the nanorobots, right? They would capture or probably have these things contained inside of them. And then what they would do is like once all of the nano, yeah, I'm in 7-Eleven. I love me some 7-Eleven. But once the nano gets in, and all they gotta do is use sensors from wherever you are, use the sensors including from your phone, and whatever that nano robot can contain. Let's just say it's the C word, right? They can basically use the sensors to activate the nanorobots to release these chemical agents, right? Next thing you know, you're getting sick. You don't even remember being around people. You don't even remember going outside. Because I remember a while back that like there was some people who were complaining that like when they found out they had got it, they couldn't understand how they got it because they weren't even really going outside. They weren't even really coming in contact with people. But then it's like, think about it. It's nano. You don't even have to go nowhere. You don't have to come in contact with anyone. All you literally have to do is just be breathing or eating something, and it's nano. So you're not going to be able to see it. And they can use the sensors to carry or to basically move them through the air however they need to, because the nanorobots are they're controlled by electrical stimulation, right? So they're electromagnetic. Basically, if you take like a sensor and it's like a nanorobot's in that line of sight with the sensor, they can basically control it and make it move wherever it needs to go. This is what you should do, right? Remember the radiation soda soak I told you about? Baking soda, sea salt, soak for about 45 minutes. Do that. Add half a cup of hydrogen peroxide to it. Don't even, even better, take a shower first. So then you know you actually, scrubbed off, any dead skin cells or whatever, right? Soak in that bath for, 45 minutes. And you know what? For even a better measure, on YouTube, there's a channel called Doctor Seven something. There's a video called anti nano or eliminate anti nano something like that, and it's basically like a 20-minute video, and it's playing like these pulse like frequencies, right? Play that while you're in the tub, right? While you're soaking. After you finish the tub, don't drain the water. Don't drain the water. Take a flashlight and look at the surface of the water. If you see this white, cloudy substance floating on the surface of the water, and remember I told you to take a shower first so you can know that you didn't confuse, you didn't like get, like actual dirt mixed up with, that. Take a flashlight and shine it on the surface of the water. If you see this white, cloudy, reflective substance floating on top of the water, that's nano, baby. That's the nano. That's the nano. But then also there's there's an anti-nano bucket too that you can do, and I found out about that through Tony Pantalaresco's video on herbs plus beads work, right? And I think the video is called anti-nano device, right? Basically, it's literally a bucket, copper wire, alligator clamps. He said you don't necessarily have to use tape, but that, and then I think he also used, what was it? And I think it was some type of well, I think basically what he used was like an old I guess like a adapter for like a laptop, and he did a couple of things where he like spliced the wire, exposed the copper wires on the inside, and then he like attached it to like the alligator clamps and the copper wire and stuff like that. I don't know. You got to watch the video. The video is like an hour and 40 minutes. But I've actually like gotten some feedback from other TIs, especially this one TI in Canada. He said he made the bucket himself, and he did it for and he said he does it regularly, and ever since he has done it, he says he feels amazing afterwards because he feels like he's actually been drawing this stuff out. And he says he's dead serious when he says, dude, I could literally see all the white, all that white cloudy stuff floating at the top of the bucket, at the top of the water, and he just puts his feet in it. So I'm like, yo, that's dope. So that part, and then let me see. Yeah, that's it for now. Because apparently they want me to be quiet so they can just keep experimenting on me. I'm not going to do that. No, this is bigger than me. So I'm going to do my part in trying to see if I can help people who either don't know or are they're trying to figure out ways to help themselves or something too. So anyway, I'll get back to y'all if anything else changes. Share my videos, especially if you don't hear from me in like, if I go like more than 2 weeks without making a video, and if you really don't hear from me in like a month, start sharing the hell out of my videos, because that means they finally did something. And I know they've been increasing their attacks on me a lot more, especially on the brain. So take like one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.